Dr. Miriam Biarge, thank you for being on Veggie Channel. We are at the VegMed 2019 in London. We would like to ask you how it happened that you became vegan in your life.
I became first vegetarian when I was around 18 or 20 years old for ethical reasons, and I remained vegetarian for a few years until I realized that it was not very different between being vegetarian or non-vegetarian, and the real change was being vegan. So about 6-7 years ago I stopped eating dairy products and eggs and started being vegan.
So were you already a physician when you made the choice?
Yes, I was.
How can it happen in the life of a physician that all of a sudden you discover new technical literature, and what is the impression that you had when you first had access to this information?
Well, it's a slow process, and also in the past it was not so easy to find information, it was not so available. So it was something you start to question about the life. I was a teenager when I started thinking about this, and when I went to medical school I started to read journals, medical journals about nutrition. I started to question, to see why do we have to eat meat, and after a lot of reading I realized that it was not necessary, that we could live healthy and happily without having to eat meat, and I started around that time.
So how long did it take, the transition from...
It's difficult to, I don't remember exactly, because it was a period of probably a few months or...
Okay, it's a question of months, not days or hours.
No, it was not days or hours.
Okay.
I don't remember, there was nobody was vegetarian or vegan around me, so I was the first one, so I didn't have any model, and I just was like reading some things and questioning more things, more and more.
You have a very delicate profession because you are a pediatrician, so was it possible for you to transfer this the switch of your life into your profession as well at the same time?
Yes, it's possible. It was more difficult in the past, but now, because more and more families are asking for help, because they are becoming vegetarian and vegan in increasing numbers, and they are looking for professionals that can support them in this. And unfortunately, there are not many people who can do that. So, yes, it's a very good opportunity now to educate these families, these people, in general, also the general population. So
are you at the moment proposing a vegan diet to the kids that you are taking care of?
No, what I do is if a family is already vegan and they come to me for counseling, I can counsel them how to plan a proper, balanced vegan diet. With a child or a family who is not vegetarian, what I tell them, I educate in a healthy diet that has not to be vegan, but is close, because it has to be at least a plant-based diet in the majority of food should be. My experience with these families and the children are that they are growing well, they are healthy as much as the other children. I haven't seen any significant problem with them. Most families are very sensible, they have a very common sense, they organize their foods well. Do you have
the support of any studies, because this is your own experience? What about the literature?
Oh no, there are many studies done over the last 20 years or 20 or 30 years, and they have found that vegetarian and vegan children, when they have a varied diet, when they are eating properly, they have normal growth, normal development. They cannot be distinguished from non-vegetarian children in this respect.
What kind of winnings are you proposing
Well, it's quite similar, but instead of meat and fish and eggs, these babies eat more legumes, more beans, more soya products like tofu or tempeh. They also eat more nuts and seeds in form of nut butters, for example. They are very rich in nutrients and in protein. So it's like the natural replacement.
Thank you very much for being on Veggie Channel. Hope to see you soon next time, maybe in Italy. Okay.
Thank you.